Hello and welcome to Daily Market Movements. Welcome to another episode where today we are going to be analysing and talking about the NASDAQ 100. Just before I start today's video, for those who are still interested in joining my monthly subscription plan, please head over to my website, dailymarketmovements.com. I charge a very small fee of $29.99. I also want to say that today we have had a fantastic day, gaining 15.5%. We had an amazing trade shorting crude oil, and as well as that, we also shorted gold, which I'll be explaining over in the crude oil and the gold videos as well. But let's talk about the NASDAQ 100. It's been a crazy trading session for the day today. We've had Bitcoin up 10%, crude oil plummeting 12%, gold coming off its all-time highs. We've got the NASDAQ 100 up 3.5% as we currently talk. The S&P 500 is up 5%, but Dow's up 2%. We had the DAX close up 6%. We had the Euro stocks up 4.5%. The CAC 40 was also up around 6%. Stocks have been ripping for the trading session today. And it's just been great to see. You know, we've had so much misery in the market as of recent, and you know, sometimes you just need a day like today where stocks just skyrocket towards the upside, you know, just to give you some breathing space. But the big question is, will it stand? Will we hold up at these up at these high levels? And there's a massive question mark around it. You know, is this a new phase of the market? And to be honest with you, I can't really answer that question until we break out of this downtrend that we've been trading in for some time. If we broke above this, you know, where the circle is here, if we broke above this 0.36 fib level, and we, and perhaps we went and traded as high as 14,500. That's an area where I could then say, you know what, guys, I think that we are genuinely entering a new phase of the market here. I think we truly have bottomed. We've snapped out of this negative downtrend here for the NASDAQ 100 and the indices, because the S&P 500 looks very similar. We're still in this negative downtrend below the 200 and the 50-day EMA. But one thing that I am not liking at this moment in time for the S&P 500 is that 200-day EMA is down sloping. That's not typically a good sign. So that does have me worried. Same here for the NASDAQ 100. In fact, it's been like that for a very long time for the NASDAQ 100, coming back all the way to here, and that's why we have seen some large losses towards the downside here. But until we can break above this 0.36 level where, you know, we pretty much meet this downtrend, I am still very, very cautious with stocks. And to be honest with you, I think rally should be sold. So if you did buy on this dip and you're making fantastic profits, take the profits right now. I would take the money and run and wait for either a lower entry point down here if we get there. Hopefully we don't. But on the flip side, if we break out of this 14,000 area, then buy some more. That would be a fantastic buying opportunity. You can then trade up towards 14,500. I am still bullish here for the NASDAQ 100. I actually opened a position late last week at around 14,000. I've come out onto YouTube the past couple of days and I've said I will not be adding more down here, and that's exactly what I haven't been doing. I haven't added any more positions, and I'm just happy to see my position. And this is my trade here. I'm targeting up towards 14,500, and I'm happy. I'm now here at break even, and I just missed my stop loss. My stop loss was all the way down at 13,050, and yesterday our low was all the way down at 13,105. So I missed it by 55 points. But I am bullish here for the NASDAQ 100. Longer term, I'm always bullish on stocks. You only have to zoom out and look at the chart to understand why. But that being said, I do fully anticipate more fighting to occur in Ukraine. We've seen the ceasefire be successful for a second day, although there is news that a children's hospital, which is disgusting, a children's hospital has just been hit by an airstrike in one of the main fighting cities on the East Coast. So that obviously is, disgusting news to hear that the Russians have targeted on purpose a children's hospital. But apart from that, apparently the ceasefire has worked for a second day. Innocent citizens have been able to evacuate towards Kiev, towards the western side of the country, and I think that partially is probably why we are seeing the stocks trade towards the upside. As well as that, oil has a huge part to play in it. We've just seen oil come down rapidly, down by about 12%, and that's because Abu Dhabi, so the United Arab Emirates, where I am right now, have just announced that they are going to potentially help the US and other Western countries such as the UK and European countries like France, Germany, etc., with providing oil. So they might tap into their oil supply and help the oil market, which of course will help inflation come down, and that's why we've seen crude oil fall 12% in the past couple of minutes, and of course that all helps the cause for stocks to go higher. So just to basically conclude this video is, stay patient and be cautious. Don't think that this is it now just because we've had a fantastic update, up around 3.5%, because we could just come down just as fast tomorrow. We've seen it on several occasions where we've had that strong green day, and then the next day we've come down even more. So hopefully going into tomorrow's trading session and in towards the end of this trading week, we can see us continue these gains towards the upside, and that big area of around 13,700 or 13,800 where this 0.236 fib level is, that is an area where I'm watching. If we can break out of this negative downtrend, that would be a significant move here for the NASDAQ 100.